Hey there, it's Kaylee. Welcome back. Now that we know about compound inequalities that use the words or and, we're going to look at compound inequalities that don't use any words. Let's go. Okay, so we have a compound inequality with no words. What does this crazy thing mean? I'll give you a hint. We can break this into two simpler inequalities. How do you think we break this compound inequality up? Yeah, just how it looks. 36 is less than x, and x is less than 48. Now, do you think this is a compound inequality with an or an and? Here's a trick. Whenever we see a double inequality, that means both sides of the inequality must both be true at the same time. So that means this is a compound and inequality. Now, what are the possible solutions to this double inequality? We can plot it to help us visualize. Let's start with the orange inequality. It says 36 is less than x. That means x is greater than 36. So we have our circle over 36, and we include all the numbers greater than 36. Do we fill this circle in? Nope, 36 is not included. Now for the blue inequality, we have our circle at 48, and x is less than 48, so we include all the numbers less than 48. Is this circle filled in? Nope, 48 is not included in our solution. Now, since this is a compound and inequality, our solution set must make both of these inequalities true at the same time. So that means everywhere that these lines overlap. That's from 36 to 48. But are 36 and 48 included in our solution set? Nope. How come? Because we just have the signs that say less than, not less than or equal to. Good memory. So can you give me a number that is within our solution set? Yeah, how about 40? Or 46.2235? Now, what is a number that is not in our solution set? 35 is not included in our solution, and neither is 48.5. Nice work. Okay, so we have a compound inequality with no words again. How do you think we break this compound inequality up? Yeah, again, just how it looks. -3 is less than or equal to 2x minus 1. And we have another one that says 2x minus 1 is less than or equal to 5. Now, do you think these two inequalities are separated by an or an and? That's right, double inequalities mean that everything has to be true at the same time. So this is a compound and inequality. Now there are two ways we can solve for x. We can solve for x in our double inequality, or we can solve for x in our compound and inequalities, the two that are broken up. These will give us the same answer, so let's just do it both ways simultaneously. So our goal for both of these is, or for all three of these, I guess, is to get x by itself. So if we start over here, if we need to get this x by itself, what do we need to do? We need to add 1. But we need to add 1 to all of the sides. So we go all the way. So -3 plus 1, that gives us -2 is less than or equal to 2x, less than or equal to 5 plus 1, that gives us 6. And now if I go over here, I'm going to do the same thing, right? I need to get rid of this 1, so I'm going to add 1 there. I'm going to add 1 there. I get -2 is less than or equal to 2x. And then over here again, I need to add my 1, add my 1. I get 2x is less than or equal to 6. Okay, so coming back over here, I got to get x by itself. So what do? I divide by 2 on everything. -2 divided by 2, that gives me -1 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 3. And here, I'm going to divide by this 2, divide by this 2. I get -1 is less than or equal to x. And over here, dividing by 2, I get x is less than or equal to 3. So here, I have -1 is less than or equal to x, and x is less than or equal to 3, which is pretty much the same here. If I just put an and between these two, I have -1 is less than or equal to x, just like here, and x is less than or equal to 3, just like here. Okay, so let's plot it to see what our solution set will contain. So here's my number line. Let's say I have -2 here, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and let's go up to 4. Okay, so I can either use this double inequality here to plot, or I can use my and. Sometimes it's easier for me to think about these two here. So if I want -1 is less than or equal to x, that's the same as saying x is greater than or equal to -1. So if I'm here at -1, I have an open or closed circle. Closed circle, it is included. And everything greater, right? So I just keep going all the way down, everything greater. Boom. All the way over here. And now how about my other side? I have x is less than or equal to 3. So I'm here at 3. Closed circle, right? It's included. Then I have everything that's less than. So I'm going all the way over here this way. Everything that's less than. So looking at my plot here, what is my solution set? Everywhere that these lines overlap. So they overlap from -1 all the way to 3. So my whole solution set is right here, which makes sense, right? Because that's exactly what this double inequality is saying. So now you are a pro at double inequalities. You just know that they are and compound inequalities. Now you're ready to practice on your own. Come back and watch these videos again to help you if you get stuck. Have fun, and remember to always be clever. Hey.